What's up, everybody? This is J Hub from J Hub Wrestling Pub, and also I'm the new member of the great team PWA coming November 5th. So check us out November 5th. We're gonna have an intro video and all that. So come check us out. Now for tonight, we're gonna do a Vengeance review. The first match on the card was a tag team match with Air Boom against Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. This was a pretty decent match to be the curtain jerker. A lot of high flying stuff. It flowed pretty good, but I think everybody knew that Air Boom was going to win this match. For one, Dolph Ziggler had a match right afterwards, so I didn't figure he'd win the tag team titles and have the United States Championship also. So, like I said, Air Boom wins this match. It was a pretty decent match. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. The next match on the card was Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder. Now, me personally, I thought that Zack Ryder might pull this off since he's been getting he's been getting a push from this whole internet stuff he's been doing. I've watched him, a few times on his internet show, and it's pretty funny, and I cannot believe he gets so many views. But Ziggler is laying there on the mat, and here comes Zack Ryder coming, running out, and his music's playing, and they're getting ready for their match. And Zack Ryder did damn good. This match was a lot better than what I thought it would be. And it went back and forth, and pretty much Zack Ryder was whooping Dolph Ziggler's ass through the majority of the match. At the end, of course, Jack Swagger had to interfere, and so Zack Ryder's over here messing with Jack Swagger, and he turns around and gets super kicked by Dolph Ziggler. I don't think I've ever seen Ziggler use a super kick as a finisher. But in this match he did. He super kicks Zack Ryder, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's the end of the match. That match I give, again, a good 3 out of 5 stars. I don't think it could have been much better than what it was because, Ziggler had already fought in one match, and Ryder was, pretty much, the healthier dude coming in. So, Ryder put it to Ziggler the first good 2 minutes of the match. But Ziggler comes away with the win, which, I kind of thought that Ryder would win, but that's WWE for you. Ziggler is still the United States champion. After that, there was a backstage segment between Triple H and CM Punk, and basically CM Punk is telling Triple H that if they thought that there were, I guess you could say unhealthy working environments when Triple H was the CEO or the general manager of Raw, then they had another thing coming, and who I'm talking about is Awesome Truth, and Triple H and CM Punk were going to have a tag team match, and basically CM Punk says they haven't seen an unsafe work environment yet. Next on the card was the Divas Championship. Now before the the match started, again they showed a backstage thing of something that happened earlier in the day where Natalya and Kelly got into it, and Eve and Beth Phoenix had to break it up. So, or actually, they all got into it. So Kelly and Natalia were banned from ringside. So I thought that was great. Finally, we'll get to see two divas in there one on one. Well, for the life of me, I don't understand why they put Eve right up there in, you know, title contention. For me, she's not a very good wrestler. You know, she's pretty, but that's about it. She's slow, and pretty much, she got some moves in during the match, but Beth Phoenix just pretty much owned her the whole match. So at the end, of course, Beth Phoenix comes away holding the Divas Championship or retaining it. You know what I mean? I give that like a 2 out of 5, maybe a 1.5 out of 5. It could have been a much better match, but Eve just is too slow, and I just don't see why she was even in the picture in the first place. The next match, actually, a promo by the Big Show. Big Show basically goes blah 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 blah. Vengeance is gonna be his, and from that, it's just a generic promo, to promote the Vengeance title. But that's what I mean, the title of the show, Vengeance. Anyways, after that promo, they do a promo for a DVD. And that DVD is going to be Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. I thought I would never see this. Never, ever see this coming. I didn't think they'd have them in the same room for long enough to make a DVD. But they did, and Jim Ross is going to be, the narrator. He's going to be the interview both of them. As they're both sitting side by side, telling both their individual stories about what happened. That I'm going to have to buy that DVD, and I suggest you go buy it too. That's going to be awesome. Like I said, I never thought it would happen. Next, to get back to wrestling, the next match was Sheamus versus Christian. They've been building this up, the last couple weeks, and I really don't understand. I don't understand it at all, but Christian wanted to fight Sheamus. He's been, coming and, attacking Sheamus from behind and all this stuff. So they had this match. Now, actually, surprisingly, this was a good match. Both of them, they went back and forth. Both of them had good spots in the match. Christian, I think he speared Sheamus twice, and Sheamus kicked out of it twice. And but at the end, of course, Sheamus gets the win by the bro kick to the face. So Sheamus is the winner of that match, and like I said, it was a pretty good match. I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next, we had another backstage segment. It was Laurinaitis and Awesome Truth, and basically, Awesome Truth was sucking up to Laurinaitis, and Laurinaitis said that they might be the greatest tag team of all times, and then he's like, "No, you're not." He said, "But y'all are pretty good, basically ass kissing." So then, Awesome. Then Laurinaitis walks away, and then they're talking back and forth about being ass kissers. I just thought it was kind of weird, but they're funny, so I paid attention. Next, it was Awesome Truth versus Triple H and CM Punk. Now this match was I thought it was a damn good match. You didn't know who was gonna win. Everything was going good. You had your spots with Triple H, getting separated, and confined to the opposite corner, getting the hell beat out of him, and him coming back, and then CM Punk coming in and tearing shit up. And CM Punk actually did a bulldog and a clothesline with I think it was R-Truth. He did the bulldog on, and he did the clothesline to the Miz. That was a pretty good spot. But they had to fuck it up at the end. Excuse my language. Triple H is outside the ring, beating up on R-Truth. And out of fucking nowhere, here comes Kevin Nash out of nowhere. So he's knocking the crap out of Triple H, and freaking CM Punk gets he gets pinned, so they lose the match. Well, it keeps going. Kevin Nash beats him up more, brings Triple H in the ring, and powerbombs Triple H. And Triple H landed really freaking awkward. I don't want to be surprised if he broke something, and I ain't even kidding. That was the stupidest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. If I were just judging the match, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. But since all that bullshit happened at the end, I'd give it a 2 out of 5. Because that was unneeded bullshit at the end. It could have ended a lot better than that. Like I said, Kevin Nash could have broke his fucking neck. That was stupid. Anyways, next there was another backstage segment with Alberto Del Rio and Laurinaitis. Why they fucking had Laurinaitis on the show so much was beyond me. But basically, Del Rio saying, "How dare you put me in a last man standing match? You know it takes a hell of a lot to keep John Cena down." And blah blah blah, cry. And then Laurinaitis said, "Don't worry about it." He gave him a wink or something. And Del Rio's like, "Okay, I won't worry about it. I know it's under control." So that was it was a weird ass backstage segment, but you'll see what happens at the end. It all explains. So next we had Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, not for the Intercontinental title, just for a match to settle, the beef in between them two. Again, this was a damn good match, back and forth, bunch of different good spots, and all the way through until the end. Randy Orton finally gets Cody Rhodes and pins him for the 1, 2, 3. I give this match again a 3 out of 5. It was a pretty damn good match. Next, they show the promo of The Rock's return to Survivor Series. I'm going to be watching Survivor Series. I hope you're going to be watching Survivor Series. It's going to be a very good pay-per-view, hopefully. Hopefully they won't screw it up. Then the next to the last match is Big Show versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship. I thought this was going to be an average match. And as it went on, it was just an average match until the end. Or close to the end. The first thing that happened, Big Show gets Mark Henry to the top rope and choke slams Mark Henry off the top rope. Then he pins Mark Henry. He just gets a 2 count. And then, they're fighting back and forth. And then Mark Henry gets the Big Show into a suplex off the top rope. And right before it happened, Jerry Lawler's like, "I hope the ring don't break. I hope the ring's reinforced." And so Mark Henry does the suplex. They both land, and the fucking ring just caves in on one side. It's like, deja vu, a mirror effect of what happened with Brock Lesnar and the Big Show. So that was freaking awesome. So I give that a 4 out of 5 just because I never thought that would happen again. So then they cart them off, and they're like, will the pay per view go on? Will there be a main event? And then of course Laurinaitis is like, yeah, there's still gonna be a main event. Everything's gonna go as planned because this is what I want. And then he's like, oh yeah, this is what you want. So then the final match of the night, the main event, John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. Del Rio comes out to the ring. He's all shitty because the ring is broken. Then John Cena does his run down the ring and stops immediately at the ring because he can't slide into it. And he's wearing new ring stuff, I think it said be above hate. And so that was interesting. He had some, camouflage shorts on, to support the troops and all that. But anyways, get past all that, merchandise crap. They start the match, and for most of the first, 15 to 20 minutes, they're inside the ring, and I thought that was freaking crazy. Doing suplexes and Del Rio doing kicks and all that stuff. Low kicks. So that was pretty neat. And then they get to and then John Cena throws Del Rio out of the ring, and he's in the air and hits the barrier that protects the fans from the wrestler from the ring. So then Del Rio gets up and he throws John Cena into the steel steps. Well, then they get back in the ring, and then they're going at it, and Del Rio he puts a sleeper on John Cena. And John Cena looks like he's knocked out in the middle of the ring. Then he gets back up, by the count of 8, and Del Rio hits him with another move and puts him underneath the broken down ring post. Again, another 8 count. John Cena's back up. So then they go to the back. And John Cena is beating the hell out of Del Rio. And there's this big, what looks like a speaker, big ass speaker case. And John Cena pushes it over. And as you were looking at it before John Cena went to the back of the speaker case or whatever it was, big ass case to hold some equipment, you saw that Alberto or Del Rio was laying on the other side of the case. Well, John Cena pushes it over, and everybody's like, "Holy shit!" Well, Del Rio had done, rolled out the way and came at John Cena, and they're going back, and there's this backstage setup back there that had 4 steel panels set up, like you would see for a backstage, interview. So Del Rio, knocks the crap out of Cena. Cena's laid out in the middle back there, and Del Rio pushes all 4 of them steel panels onto John Cena. And nobody thought Cena was going to get it. But of course, Super Cena gets up. I couldn't freaking believe it. So then they make their way back out to the ring, and Del Rio throws John Cena through the V in the vengeance sign, and then he gets Cena out of the V, and they're fighting back and forth. And before he got him out of the V, he set up a table. He pulls Cena out, puts him on the table, and then he's climbing up this thing that they got set up on the side, to support the supports that hold up the sign, the vengeance sign. So Del Rio's climbing up. He's climbing up there, and Cena gets off the table, grabs Del Rio, and throws him through the table. Now I thought it was going to be over with there. But no, Del Rio gets up about 6 or 7. So then they're going down, and I thought they was gonna get back in the ring, but no. They go over and Del Rio has got Cena beat up at this time, and he clears off the Spanish announce table and was gonna put Cena through the announce table. Well, Cena gets up and knocks the hell out of Del Rio and hits him with, or he throws him into the barricade and then hits him with, I think it was the steel steps on the left hand side of the ring. Well, on the right hand side of the ring, John Cena puts the steps back together on that side, pushes it up against the announce table, grabs Del Rio, gets him in the attitude adjustment. I still call it the STFU, but the attitude adjustment, carries him on top of the steps and does the attitude adjustment onto the Spanish announce table. I thought that was freaking awesome. But then again, they had to ruin the fucking match. This is a great match. John Cena gets in the ring, so Del Rio can get counted out. Well, what happens? Fucking awesome Truth comes out and beats the hell out of Cena. So Cena's laying in the middle of the ring, and the referee gets distracted, so he don't even count Del Rio, and he starts counting Cena, and he gets to about 8, and Cena gets up, and Del Rio comes in. He has done got up. He goes over and gets the belt. Del Rio comes up and knocks the crap out of Cena with the belt. And that's the end of the freaking match. They count to 10 and John Cena's out. That's a freaking, I know it's just wrestling. I know it's all storyline, but that's fucking bullshit. They had a decent match. They could have finished it a lot different, a lot cleaner, or hell, Del Rio could have cheated in some other way. But no, they had to bring all some fucking Truth out there and ruin the damn match. But for the match, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. What all that bullshit afterwards, I could give it a 2.5 after that bullshit. But for the whole pay-per-view, all of it from top to bottom, I'd have to say I give it, a good solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And in closing, I'd like to say, come check it. Me and the other guys over there at PWA, the group PWA is going to start November 5th. So be there, subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers that stuck with me. I know I haven't made videos in a while, but I've been so busy in school and stuff, it's just been ridiculous. I'm going to make videos now on a weekly basis, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 videos a week, and I want to stick to it. And like I said, thank you for all my subscribers. Subscribe to the new channel, PWA. Subscribe to my buddy's channel, Capital Dude. He's the leader of the PWA. Everybody subscribe. Tune back in. I'll have a Raw review coming up tomorrow. And everybody just peace out and have a good night. Like I said, if you haven't seen Vengeance, watch it. Peace out.